Hi everyone, my name's Scott. Welcome to Planes, Trains, Everything, and welcome to a very busy and very noisy Dusseldorf station. Today we're doing a day trip from here, Dusseldorf, down to the city of Mainz. Why Mainz? Well, there is a story to it, but I'll bore you with the details when we arrive. I'm using the €9 card, so I expect things to be busy today. In fact, when I looked at train times 2 weeks ago, this is what I was told. I've written them down here on a bit of paper. Right, Dusseldorf, we have to change in the city of Koblenz, by the way. Dusseldorf-Koblenz, disruption. A repair on the line between Duisburg and Oberhausen affects train traffic with reduced speed. Expect delays and partial cancellations. That's the bit I don't like, the partial cancellations. Please check travel connections before the train departs. Short-term changes possible. And then from Koblenz to Mainz, high occupancy expected with an exclamation mark as well. So this could be an interesting trip. It was a good idea at the time, but we're going to make the most of it anyway. I'll see you when we get to Mainz. This isn't my train, by the way. I was checking the departure board downstairs, and out of the 21 trains listed, 9 were delayed between 5 and 20 minutes. I've got a 25-minute connection at Koblenz, so I hope everything goes according to plan. I was up there on platform 16 and I was wondering why the intercity train to Cologne was there when it should be free for our train to Koblenz. That's because the intercity train's running 20 minutes late, our train's already running 10 minutes late. This could be an interesting connection at Koblenz. Okay, the latest update is the Koblenz train is delayed 15 minutes. With a 25-minute connection time, and we haven't hit any of the maintenance delays along the way. I may have to come up with a plan B.
Nächster Halt, Düsseldorf-Benrath. Planmäßige Ankunftszeit 10:03 Uhr, heute 10:22 Uhr.
Well guys, welcome to Koblenz. This wasn't planned this way, but we arrived around about 31 minutes late, and I had a 25-minute connection, and I had to make a decision, what am I going to do here? Because if I waited for the next train to Mainz, that would be another hour at least, which means I'm going to arrive an hour and a half late. I was only going to be there for the afternoon, and I thought, is it really worth it? The answer was no, because Mainz will be there next time, and I will be going back. So here I am. In fact, this decision was made before I even arrived into Koblenz, because I got off at Koblenz Stadtmitte station, which is the city centre. Koblenz station is actually out of town, and I didn't want to be stranded there, so I thought I'll get off at the city centre and I'll share the afternoon here with you guys. I have no idea what to expect here. In fact, if I wasn't standing in it now, I wouldn't be able to show you where this place was on a map. I have no idea about Koblenz. All I know is it's on the River Rhine, but then most things around here are on the River Rhine. Alright, let's go exploring. You know something, guys? I think we've landed on our feet. The old town centre of Koblenz is beautiful. I think I've worked out what's wrong with Koblenz. It's such a beautiful city. You find a little square like this, you pass through it, you find a very picturesque street or a historic building, then another square and another picturesque street and another historic building, and before you know it, you're totally lost. But I seem to have done a total loop, and I'm back here into the first square which I found. This has been a real surprise. Mainz will be there. I'll go and see Mainz later, but I probably would have never have come to Koblenz unless it had been for that missed train. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I got off at a station called Koblenz Stadtmitte, which is city centre. The next station is Koblenz, and I thought, well, if it's a city centre, that's the one to get off. But I'm curious to see what Koblenz railway station looks like. I think it's a major train interchange. All the regional trains seem to connect there. But I've got a little bit of time to kill, so I'm going to go there and have a look around. And from there, I'll catch my train back to Düsseldorf, hopefully. Well guys, I made the right move when I got off at Koblenz Stadtmitte, because that was the old town and that was beautiful. Here at Koblenz itself, even though they've got the larger and older of the two stations, this is a more modern part of town. Dog barking. We'll have a little look around, but I don't think I'll be loitering, and I'll be returning back to Düsseldorf shortly. There seems to be an old fort or citadel up there on that hill. So I might cross through the station and see if I can get up to that, just to have a look around. Aha, town map. Right, there's the old town, and I'm gutted to say that there's a cable car which I missed completely. That's because I wasn't planning to be here. There is the main station. The thing here is the Ehrenbreitstein. I think we should go up there and have a look. It's all looking a bit quiet up here. Fort Constantine. Es ist geschlossen. Right, let's try somewhere further up the hill. I just spotted this little track. Complete and utter lack of signage, but I think this actually leads up to the summit. I was just reading an information board back there, and this was a Nazi fortification up until liberation by the Americans in 1945. What I find cool is the fact, have a look at this. Bullet holes. Ouch. All the way around here. I wonder what this little bit is. Nothing. Another closed door. Well, based on that, I think this is as good a point as any to end this video. It was a lovely discovery, Koblenz. I had no idea it was so beautiful. And I'd have to come back again, especially if you've got a cable car. I need to try that out. Over the River Rhine, of course you have to do that. Anyway guys, thanks very much for joining me on this unusual little adventure. And I'll see you next time. Hi everyone, my name's Scott. Welcome to Planes, Trains, Everything, and welcome to Düsseldorf Station. A very busy, very noisy Düsseldorf station. Today we're doing a day trip from here, Düsseldorf, down to Mainz. Why Mainz? Well, I'll bore you with the details once we get there. Now, when I arranged this 2 weeks ago, I thought this was a good idea. Just like doing this introduction on a platform. When you check the